Destiny of the eternal wanderer Odysseus.
After nightfall, when the raging fire kindled Troy, among the clashing weapons and the tumults of discord, the warriors shouted in joy. From Ilium's rampart, Aeneas fled, amidst spreading hate. Like a dreadful demigod in a fire-ridden city, I stood by the blazing light, and saw how pillars of Priam's palace crumbled in front of Odysseus's terrible might. Then, capturing the enemy's queen as bride, who had seen the death and murder of her husband with fear and anguish in her sight, I had passed by the pyres that had made Ilium red, and went to the seashore in order to return home and hope to find an escape from the wandering as destined by fate. Her house in ashes, her royal palace disappearing in smoke, massive walls of fortification destroyed, that carry no more any strength of defense and hope. In every corner of the city, only the conqueror's sprawling, plundering hands, brought down to ruin all that stand. Looted, burnt, raped with atrocities that only the plundering hearts could satisfy. I heard from her mouth the words of appalling agony and cry. She was Paris's mother and Priam's wife, who, when she had given birth to Paris, the seducer of the Queen of Heart's moonlight, had dreamt of the serpents of fire licking her city at night, from whose ashes as a booty from Troy I had taken her as a prisoner of my own pleasure and joy. As prophetess Cassandra's mother, when she my destiny foretold, I drew out the sword, and clutching her hair savagely, tried by force to stop that wicked tongue and her constant Trojan boast. But feeling a sympathy for her beauty every time, I spared her throat. She cursed me as a witch, as the war's fearful ghost. She told me that disasters will fall, woes will plague. Faggots will rise and consume my life in the destiny's blaze. In every sea I sail, fire will be hailed. On every shore I shall land, the beasts of passions will chase me again and again to the strands. From every tomb where mothers have wept, the funeral cries will follow me in hate. Thus when she wept, grieving for the daughter whom I had sacrificed in Achilles' tomb, and cried for Hector and Paris, her murdered sons, a panic struck my heart, and I drew her blood.
Of Odysseus' wandering is his destiny as a victor of war that he had not chosen himself. He did not wish to be recruited for the war against Troy. With a hope to disqualify, he had pretended to be insane, but it did not help. The commander-in-chief Agamemnon could disclose his pretending to be mad and fetched Odysseus from his home to join the Greek expedition to Troy. After winning the war and taking the Queen of Troy as his trophy of war, when he wished to return home, nature hurled its wrath on him. In search of home, every time Odysseus sailed from an island where he had come after shipwreck, he was caught into tumults of thunders storms and immense waves. Again and again he suffered loss of his sailors and ended up on the shores of an island he did not know about. The most central aspect of this journey is his destiny in the hands of female beauties whom he met as goddess of love and life, who gives solace and pleasure, as well as the witch goddess, who instills in the minds of the heroes the desire for adventure, war and destruction. After he departed the shore of Circe, the sorceress foretold his destiny on